Hi guys, welcome back to another DIY with me. Today I'm going to show you how to make this cute little picture using just canvas markers, which you see here. I have a whole thing of markers here. You can get these on Amazon and I'll link the storefront, but I'm only going to use these particular colors right here. A pencil or a pen, whichever one you want. I'm going to move this out of the way so it's not in the way anymore, and I'm going to show you how to make it. So the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to decide whether or not you want your picture to be this way or you want it to be this way. Since I've already made one this way, I'm going to do this one this way. So you're going to start out with just your pen or pencil, whatever you have, and you're just going to lightly draw some lines just like this. And you want them so that they kind of intersect each other, but you're just lightly drawing it. So they're drawn. And that's the only reason why you need to draw the lines is so that it's kind of like you can see where the line is, where the people are going to be. This is going to be a cute little craft that you can do if you want to add something, make it into a card for a friend, or if a friend's having a really hard time. You can also put Bible verses because there's enough blank space. You can write a person's name on it. You can just do about anything for it. So the next thing you're going to do is I chose these colors. And what I love about these markers is, first of all, how affordable they were because they come in a big pack. But I also love that they're fine tips and broad tips. So the broad tips, you can see they're like this. And then the thin tips are like that. And so they're very easy to use. I'm going to be using the thin tips. I'm going to go ahead and put the broad tip back on. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start out with the blue, and I'm just kind of making like a square. You can round it up at top if you want, but you're just going to go, and every other one, leave a space to put one in the middle. You're just going to color. Freehand draw. If you don't think you're an artist, guess what? This will tell you you are an artist. So then I'm going to start down here at the bottom, and you can make them as big as you want or as little as you want. The color I'm using is called pastel blue, but you can use any mix and match colors. This would be great, like if you were doing something with a baby's room, a nursery, a gift, a baby shower gift with maybe the baby's name across it would be really cool. I'm just going to put this one right here in the intersection of this, because I'm leaving enough room to put one in between. And they don't have to be all the same size. They can be different sizes, but you just want to make them so that you have enough room to put between the alternating colors between. Do one more of the blue. So I got all those blues done, and see how I'm rounding them up a little, but you don't need to round them up. So that's done. I took off that one. That's done. So the next one I'm going to use is this really pretty, it's called Coral Red. And it's number 12, and I'm going to use the fine tip again. And you're just going to come back in between and create some more little squares, things, whatever you want to call these little dots. This would be really cute if you wanted to do a present for grandparents. Instead of using markers, you can use a stamp pad and use your kids' fingerprints for it, because I think that would be really cute idea to do. Some of these are kind of close together, other ones aren't, but this is actually very simple to do. I'm going to add right here between, and we're adding that, one more. And now the next thing you're going to do is black. This is just a basic black. You don't have to use a marker. You can use a Sharpie. It's just black. It's just basic black. And what you're going to do is you're going to come back and you're going to put a round dot, a round circle on top of each one of these. The first time I attempted this, I didn't join the heads, so it looked like the head was floating off in the air. So I had to come back and add, but it's super easy. You don't have to be extremely artistic to do all the projects that I'm showing you. You just have to have the willpower to do it and want to do it. So here we go. Last ones. Okay, you're not going to put the black aside, because the next thing you're going to do is you're going to come here and you're going to draw little arms coming out each one so they're holding hands. See, I make that one a little bit bigger, and you're just drawing them so they're holding hands. See how I did that? And then this one and this one, I'm going to join with this one, all three holding hands together. And you're just making like a little V's. This is a great thing if you have toddlers or preschoolers at home. You can talk about the different types of letters. You can talk about the shapes. You can talk about the colors, whether or not they're primary colors, anything like that. So you're just going to continue on. These are your arms, and you're just having them join hands. You can also do a character lesson while you're doing this with your kids and talk about how joining hands and helping others could be great for our society instead of pointing out what's different about everybody, because these are different colors. They're all joining hands and they're all learning how to exist with each other. And so going back, I'm going to go on this side and I'm going to add my arms on this side. You see, it's very simple. It's very simple strokes, but look at what you're creating. I have a couple more crafts like these that I want to do to show you what else you can create with this. Okay, so we have all our arms, and I notice his head is kind of off, so I'm adding the head on a little bit lower. Now, the next thing we need to do, see how easy that was? Next thing you need to do is you need to come back and you need to draw. I'm going to go ahead and put an arm on this guy because he looks weird without an arm, and I'm going to put an arm on this guy too. You're going to come back and you're just going to draw 2 straight lines. Once again, you can bring in math, talk about a straight line, talk about how they intersect. And you're just going to draw 2 straight lines off the bottom of your picture. They don't have to be perfectly symmetrical or parallel. One can be a little bit longer because that one's going up on a hill. It's the imperfections of all this that really make it better. So once again, we're going to draw our little hands, not our hands, our arms, and we're going to continue to draw our arms, our legs, I mean. So we have all our legs done. So that's the black marker. We've retired the black marker. Now you can leave it like this if you want. Or you can take this is a gray, this is called green gray. I mean, you can use any kind. You can actually come back and use a pencil if you want. And what you're just doing is you're going to come in the middle and you're just going to make a line so it looks like there's a shadow. So the shadow is coming off the feet. So make sure the line is kind of attached to the feet. You have to go back. Some shadows are bigger than others because those 2 shadows are alike. It all depends on where the sun is. That's another great lesson that you can teach your kids about, that in directions of the sun is how the shadow falls, and you're just going to continue putting the shadow on, continuing on. Then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do it this way so it's coming out, and there you go. Simple little craft. It took us less than 10 minutes to do this, and you have a simple little craft that you can put up. You can put it on top. You can use it as a little tag for a present. You can put it in your child's room. Like I said, you can put a Bible verse. You can do anything about it. You can do it with grandparents and just use thumbprints and get a stamp pad and do it and create this like this. And the kids will have fun creating this, and it won't take that long to do. So until next time, guys, I hope you really enjoyed this little short craft. I'm planning on doing a lot of these short crafts to show you that you don't have to be fully engaged or fully artistic to create something that's unique and meaningful to another person. So until next time, guys, bye.